Morning, it's the 20th of November and quite cold. There's been a keen frost, probably about a -2. It's only registering -1 in the Forklift though, but there's been quite a flurry of snows on the higher ground as well. On the Yorkshire Wolds there, it's quite white over. It won't last long. As soon as the sun comes up, it'll melt away. But yeah, quite crispy this morning. Got a bit of a project ongoing on our new calving shed. Well, out at Blue we had a company from right down south, I don't know where they were, approach us about solar panels. Anyway, they insisted on coming for a free quote, did a quote, biggest single phase system they can do, because that's all we've got, for a big chunk of that roof space. And actually, they came back with a price what wasn't bad. Anyway, in conversation with our Daniel, who's an electrician, as you know, Dan says, "Oh, why don't you use Rob? Mate of mine from Market Week, and he's been doing it for years." Anyway, I didn't bloody know. Anyway, Rob came, and he says, "Oh, that we looked through their quote, and he said, oh, we can get a bit more output out than they're offering." So 22 kVA, no, 22 kilowatts we can get on that roof into our single phase power supply there, where there's a fuse board. And well, we reckon in 4 years we'll be on free electricity, and we're paying. I mean, what sparked us off as well, I saw what my mum's paying, and we get it through Walmart, our electricity, and they set us a deal up where it saved us a lot of money. And yeah, hopefully in 4 years' time we'll be getting free electricity. Anyway, there's a saving. You need to bloody and a 4-year payback if that's correct. And to be fair, lad's right. I mean, you like, because the firm down south, oh, they're still ringing me up now. And I've told them, I don't know how many people are in these sales offices, but I'm still telling them now, oh, we've gone with someone else. We've gone with a local firm. But they're still ringing up, pestering, you know, wanting to do the job. But yeah, anyway, Rob, I've done a bit of a deal with him with this YouTube thing and all, so I sort of watch the progress of when it gets installed, and have a word with him. And anybody in the near, he don't go far though, he's sort of in a 20-30 mile an hour radius, because he says it's all right, these companies from all over the spot banging them on the roof, but what if something goes wrong? He's only down the road to sort of fix you up, you know. So yeah, exciting times. Right, better get on and do so. I've got a mix on, got a mix of food on. Muck's going a bit high in these cattle yards, so we're gonna take Muck out here, maybe take a couple of load out down at other farm. Then we want to shift our our Herefords onto a bit of new pasture, what with electric fence. We'll need to get a water tank going, among other jobs really. And then cows are coming in Monday morning into race, and then Chavy, our vet, he's coming Tuesday to PD him, pregnancy diagnosis. And also and then we have to go down to other farm with Chavy and do some blood testing on some younger animals, some 9 to 18 month olds, for BVD, bovine viral diarrhea, to see if there's any traces of that in our herd, which there can be a risk. We're buying store cattle in, running alongside our breeding Herefords, but I mean, well, I don't know. Store cattle, they're touchable at minute. You know, they're extortionate. But these cattle are doing fantastic, they really are. Bad shifted. Don't know whether I don't think we'll make any for. I don't think there'll be anything ready in 4 weeks' time for that Christmas slot though. Or 3, well, it won't be, will it? They're sort of killing them by the time they've hung. Well, we won't have anything ready, but bloody hell, they're starting to shape. They're really putting some beef on now. We're really pleased. I mean, you could kill that bugger now, but in a month's time, he's going to be under, you'd like to say 70, well, 70 kilo plus heavier. Go on. Can't really get an idea of how big they are, but these are last year's calves. Obviously that's Lacey. She's just here because she's a stubborn bitch and she won't go in the trailer. But yeah, they look fine, to be honest. There's some nice looking cattle among them, if I do say so myself. But the idea is they're starting to make a mess in that bottom field. So we're gonna, and round the farm, so we're gonna sort of put them in here. But we don't want to give them a lot for a stag, so we don't want to upset them. But so yeah, they're going to treat, as long as we have trained them for fence, but as long as the yokes just run straight through our fence, which is a bit of a worry. Come on then! Bit of new grazing going on for this gang. These are last year's calves, oh, apart from Lacey. She's just in here because she's a stubborn bitch. Come on, boys and girls. Lacey's at the back. She just will. We struggle. We can't get her in the big cattle box, and we have to tempt her with barley to get her in the car trailer. Come on, groovy gang. Moment of truth. Will they run straight through fence? Oliver reckons they will, but they're well trained in the other field with the other fence, so but time will tell. Oh, the thing there, that's good. She's a snowy hard day. There's some lovely looking animals though, I think we're onto something. What do you value them at? You know, stores being the trade they are, they're sort of 9 to 9 to 11 and a half months old. And yeah, such as that will be one of the oldest calves. That'll be near about 11 months, maybe 11 months and a week. And yeah, quite big, strong things. What do you value them at? What do you reckon, Al?
I reckon we need Lacey out.
Why? Oh yes, yeah we are when we're BDing. Yeah, Lacey have to be, she don't want to be bloody eating all this lot. Especially when she's laden up with a calf, hopefully. But yeah, they're quite happy just grazing in there now. Jobbed. I would hope for 1,100 quid. 1,000 at least. But I would value them about 1,000 to 1,100 pound. What's your views? But they are for sale because half of heifers are off into feeding breeding program, and the bullocks are destined for fat for next year. Oh, they're grand, aren't they now? That's a picture in it with a bit of snow behind them. In among a bit of snow. It's proper cattle farming, isn't it, that? America. They're not getting out, are they? Let's go see if we can get some water to them others now.
Are you leaving this open?
Yeah. We're short of a battery, so we're using our starter pack for a minute, but got that on the internet. And it seems to be a success. It's a real strong pulse. I'm sure it was about 50 quid. You can't afford, because we've got a couple what need mending, and they are just out worth messing about with, are they? Oh no, minerals. Just chuck that book in. That's, yeah, no, they ought to have gone in.
What? Why my welders? Blaming the welders.
Oh my goodness. Is it low on, is it low on gas?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
Jesus, Oliver.
Well, they aren't coming off, but...
No, they aren't coming off and no one will see them, but apart from the viewers. But no wonder that bloody thing wasn't welding very well. You got it right at end. Gas had been switched down. So if there's no gas blowing the impurities away, it makes a right mess like that. I mean, there's plenty of strength in that ugly weld, but it just doesn't look very pretty. So yeah, that's another beam finished. Another 2 to do, and then build 4 legs. And then we need some holes digging, some concrete putting in, some anchor bolts, and make a bit of progress. And whether we get the roof on before Christmas, I don't know. Depending on weather, really. My welder's starting to let me down. God, it's been a good welder though. Tech-Arc, made at York. I don't know what to buy next, really. Whether same again. Yeah, it's done some massive projects as that old girl. But yeah, she's just getting past her best. The wire feed seems funny on it. When it's cold, it don't feed the wire very well, and as it gets hotter, it gets faster and faster. So yeah, but no, been a good old girl, really. Oh no, it's cheap and nasty. Bargain basement today, we've got... Phil's just picked this hard IAB up. It's an IAB 070. What that means, I don't know, but it looks a fair old crane to me. It's got a fair old reach on it. But anybody wanted to put it on a trailer for loading seed corn or fertiliser, it's maybe just the boy for them. Because it looks like it. Pipe her up, it'll bloody work.
Yeah, she's got pipes on top.
But she's on a big spool block. Yeah, as I was saying before battery went flat, we've got just an in and out what'll go to your tractor or your wagon, to the spool block, and away you go. And these dimensions here, it says close in it'll lift
3,600.
3,000, yeah, kilo
Yeah.
at 1.8 metre, and then she's fully reached out at 11 metre.
420.
420. So it's got a fair odd reach on it, 11 metres. I mean, it'll be an age, but it's a high-ab, and it looks very straight to me. 600 quid. Bargain basement, that one. And then there's this little crush here, needs a floor in it. But all cross members are good, but it's a good floor in it, and got a way on it, which works. Yeah, way here, which works. Let's see how fat Philip is.
Does it work?
Not too accurate, no. But you can adjust them, can't you, somehow? Well, I suppose it would with a... Does it need a complete floor in it? But it did, because our Ollie was weighing himself at 90 kilo. So, but I've took floor out, Anna. I've took floor out.
Ah.
Yeah, the floor was absolutely rotten. So we've took it out. So obviously, you'll put a floor in and then calibrate. So yes, well, it did work anyway.
Yeah,
so
it's not ground here properly.
yeah,
It's
so it's
concrete.
400 quid. Don't know how much you can see because it's 4:10 and there ain't a lot of daylight left, to be fair. Lads have gone home. Ollie has to load a load of fodder beat in morning, so he's coming in to do that. I'll fodder up. Me and Phil are off to a rugby do with local tractor firm. But yeah, we've got a bit of an... This is my Christmas project. This is gonna put... We're gonna put this into a mobile race. This is obviously the crush part of it on a big chassis with lift-up wheels. We're going to have a bit of a gap here, gated, on this chassis, and we're going to have a sliding door there, similar to our race, to be fair. And then we're going to have a bit of a runway, so it's probably going to be about that long. A poor man's version of what we borrowed off, was it a Ritchie one? Was it Ritchie? I don't know, whoever made it. What we borrowed to, a pal of mine lent me one to do the TB test. And then what we're going to have, that's the main part of it, with a shut door, a shut gate there. So you can probably hold two before the sliding door. And then we're going to have a series of gates, what are temporary, you know, what you clip together, and have a bit of a run and a race, you know, just for collecting, say, the 11 Hereford Heifers. When it comes to collect them, we could probably have enough gates so we can have a little pen. So we feed them in it a couple of days, shut gates, run them through into PD them, or do whatever, just anything to make life a bit easier. And it's a right crush, really. It's how do you pronounce that? Poldenvale crush. But we're going to make it so we can open, double strength it, and then we can open, say if one goes down, we can open these out and get the bloody thing out. We had a horrendous experience the first batch of cows we bought. We took one's horns off. Oh, it panicked that much that it ended up upside down in a crush that we couldn't get the sides open. Oh, anyway, it somehow flailed about that much. It righted itself, but if we'd just had the facility to open up, she'd have flopped outside, and everybody been it would have been a lot kinder on us and kinder on it, because it was horrendous. It really was. It really does stick in my mind. So yeah, that's our winter project, or that's my Christmas project. Yeah, I like a bit of something to do on Christmas. I know I'll be carving, but you know, if you're carving a cow and there's nothing doing in house, I can race back to the workshop, have 2 hours fabricating, buggering about, and yeah, so keep me busy. So right, a little bit nondescript today, I'm afraid. There's not a lot happening. Well, we've been quite busy doing various stuff. Like we finished the steel, well, the beams. We've just got legs to make now. We've had quite a bit of beat away. We've mucked all these cattle out yesterday, and down there are to do before Christmas. Dad's on about cashing a few Herefords in. You know, walking through them, and maybe price at the slaughterhouse, dead weight, is very, very high at the moment. So, you know, cash them in rather than keep it, you know, high price, low weight sort of thing, if you know what I mean. We'll come to something. Right, from a rough hard farm in East Yorkshire. Bye for now.